tiny creatures.
Peppa and George are helping Grandpa Pig pick vegetables.
Peppa, here is a lettuce.
Thank you, Grandpa. Oh, what's that? There's a horrible monster on it. Monster.
Oh, that's not a monster. It's just a little snail.
Oh, where has he gone?
He's hiding in his shell.
Is that where he lives?
Yes, it's his house. Look, he's coming out again.
Hello, Mr. Snail. Grandpa, does Mr. Snail have a bed in his house?
Oh, no, Peppa.
If I were a snail, I'd have a bed and a table and a chair and a fridge and a television. Grandpa, what do snails eat?
Well, mostly they eat my vegetables. Oi! Stop that, you cheeky rascal.
Grandpa, George and I want to play cheeky snails.
These baskets can be your shells. There, now you look like two cheeky snails.
And I'm going to eat up all Grandpa Pig's lettuce.
Oi! Keep off my lovely lettuce, you cheeky snails.
And when Grandpa Pig shouts at me, I'll hide in my little house.
All of Peppa's friends are here.
Hello, Grandpa Pig.
Hello, Susie. Have you come to play with Peppa and George?
Yes.
I don't know where they are. It's just me and these two snails here.
We are cheeky snails. We are cheeky snails. Surprise! We were pretending to be snails. Can we be snails too?
I don't think I have enough baskets for you all.
Aww.
You could be something else, though. Something exciting from the garden.
A carrot?
Rebecca Rabbit likes carrots.
No, Rebecca, not carrots. Come over here.
What's that buzzing sound? It's coming from that little house. Grandpa, why is that doll's house making a funny buzzing noise?
That's not a doll's house, Peppa. It's a bee's house. It's called a hive.
Ooh.
Look, here's one now.
What's she doing?
She's collecting nectar from the flower, and then she flies back to the hive to make it into honey.
I like honey. Let's pretend to be bees. Buzz, buzz, buzz. Yes, let's be bees. Buzz, buzz, buzz. Buzz, buzz, buzz,
My,
buzz.
what busy bees!
Yes, we're busy bees. Buzz. Now we must fly back to our hive to make honey. Buzz.
Goodness me, what do we have here?
Granny, we're busy bees. Buzz.
Ah, would you busy bees like some toast?
Yes, please.
And what would you like on your toast?
Honey.
That's lucky, because that's what I've made. Toast and honey.
Hooray! I like being a bee because they eat lots of lovely honey. I like being a snail because they eat all Grandpa's lettuce.
Oi!
Oh.
You cheeky rascal.
Daddy Pig's office.
Today, as a special treat, Peppa and George are visiting Daddy Pig's office.
Daddy, what do you do at your office all day?
Lots of fun things. You'll see.
This is the building where Daddy Pig works.
We're here.
Hooray!
Yes?
Hello, it's Daddy Pig.
Hello,
Daddy Pig.
Can I press the button too?
Of course, Peppa.
Yes?
It's me.
Oh, hello, me. Come in.
My office is on the top floor. We have to go up in the lift.
Can I press the button?
I think it's George's turn. Press the top button, George.
Ooh.
The lift is taking Peppa, George and Daddy Pig up to the very top floor.
Wow.
Top floor, doors opening.
This is Daddy Pig's office.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Daddy Pig.
Hello, Daddy Pig.
Mr. Rabbit and Mrs. Cat work with Daddy Pig.
I've brought two very special visitors with me today. Peppa and George.
What an honour.
Let's begin the tour. Mr. Rabbit, can we start at your desk?
We certainly can. My job is all about numbers. I take very important pieces of paper. I take a rubber stamp and I stamp the paper.
Wow.
What a great job Mr. Rabbit has.
Can I do some stamping?
Of course, I'll just find you some paper.
Here's some paper.
Maybe we should use some blank paper. Here you are.
Peppa likes stamping with rubber stamps.
I like doing Mr. Rabbit's job.
On with the tour. Next up is Mrs. Cat's desk.
Meow.
Hello, Peppa and George.
Hello.
My job is all about drawing shapes on the computer.
Ooh.
Then I print the shapes out.
Wow.
And here's another copy.
Thank you.
What a nice job Mrs. Cat has.
Can I have a go?
Maybe it's George's turn now.
That's right, George. It's your turn to do some work.
George is making blue triangles.
Now we print them out. I like doing Mrs. Cat's job.
Do you want to see my desk now?
Yes, please.
This is Daddy Pig's desk.
My job is quite complicated. I take big numbers, transmute them, and calculate their load-bearing tangents.
Daddy Pig's job sounds very important.
Do you use rubber stamps?
No,
Do you use a computer?
no. But I do use colouring pens.
Daddy, can we draw with your colouring pens?
Good idea.
Peppa and George love drawing with colouring pens.
I'm drawing a house. George is drawing a dinosaur. George always draws dinosaurs. Dinosaur.
My goodness, 5 o'clock already.
It is home time.
I say, what a splendid picture of a house.
And what a fierce dinosaur.
George and I have been doing Daddy's job.
And they've been doing it very well.
I like doing Mr. Rabbit's job, and I like doing Mrs. Cat's job. But I like doing Daddy's job the best. Pirate Island.
Grandpa Pig is taking Peppa and her friends for a day out on his boat.
Everyone on board?
Aye, aye, Captain Grandpa.
Full sail!
See you later.
See you later.
Peppa and her friends are all wearing life jackets.
George, you could wear my pirate hat. Today we are sailing to Pirate Island.
Ooh.
If we're lucky, we might find buried treasure.
Wow.
Pirate Island sounds like a great place.
Land ahoy! Here we are. Pirate Island.
Hooray! What's that?
It's a metal detector. It finds buried treasure.
Ooh.
Grandpa Pig is using the metal detector to find buried treasure.
Aha!
The metal detector has found something.
Let's dig it up.
It's a little coin.
Treasure!
Hooray!
Let's find some more. Aha! We found something else. It sounds big. My goodness! This piece of treasure is quite heavy.
Oh dear, that is not buried treasure. That is a rusty old shopping trolley.
Oh.
Maybe that's enough treasure hunting. Who wants to help build a big sandcastle?
Me!
What a good idea, Granny Pig. I'll just check on the boat.
Granny Pig is going to help the children build a big sandcastle. And Grandpa Pig is doing important boat things.
Ah, this is nice. Oh, maybe I'll just close my eyes for a little bit.
Granny and the children are making a big sandcastle. They need lots and lots of sand. They use buckets to make the castle's turrets. What a splendid castle.
Hooray!
Time to go home. Oh, where's the boat gone?
Look, Granny.
Oh no, Grandpa Pig is fast asleep and the boat is drifting away.
We have to wake Grandpa up. Shout as loudly as you can. Grandpa Pig! Wake up! Wake up!
Oh no, Grandpa Pig is still asleep.
Grandpa's too far away to hear us.
We're stuck on Pirate Island. We're castaways. We'll be here for 100 years. We'll have to eat wild fruit and berries. And we'll have to eat insects and slugs.
The parents are here to collect the children.
Oh, where am I?
Hello?
Hello, everyone.
Have you had a nice time?
Yes, actually, I just left something behind. Back in a tick.
Look! There's Grandpa. We're saved! Hooray!
Welcome aboard, me hearties.
Naughty Grandpa Pig. We thought you'd left us behind.
Sorry about that, Granny Pig. Next time, I promise not to fall asleep.
Goodbye, Pirate Island. See you again soon. I love Pirate Island. Can we visit it again?
Oh, of course we can, Peppa.
Hooray! George catches a cold.
Today it is raining a little bit.
Peppa, George, put your rain clothes on.
When it rains, Peppa and George must wear their rain clothes.
Yuck!
George does not like wearing his rain hat.
George, you must keep your hat on.
Why?
Because you must keep dry.
Why?
Because you might catch a cold.
Why?
George, do you want to play in the garden? Then keep your hat on.
Come on, George.
Peppa and George are going to jump in muddy puddles.
Yuck!
George does not want to wear his rain hat.
Peppa, George!
Come inside. The rain's too heavy to play in now.
Oh, George, where's your hat?
Achoo!
George has caught a cold.
Achoo!
Oh, poor little George. You don't sound well.
Don't worry. I'll ring Dr. Brown Bear.
Dr. Brown Bear speaking. I see. Put George to bed and I'll be straight round.
Thank you, Dr. Brown Bear. Goodbye.
Will George be taken to hospital and given medicine?
No, George just has to go to bed.
Oh, so George is not really properly ill. Ugh, that's disgusting.
Poor George. Let's get you straight to bed.
George, you have to stay in bed for a bit.
No.
George does not want to stay in bed.
Achoo.
George, you have to stay in bed until you are better.
Why?
Because you have to keep warm.
Why?
Because Dr. Brown Bear says so.
Hello, where's my patient? Open wide and say, "Ah."
George is a little bit worried.
Peppa, you're big and brave. Can you show George how to say, "Ah"?
Of course. Ah. Ah.
George has caught a cold.
Does George need medicine?
No, but he can have some nice warm milk at bedtime to help him sleep.
Thank you, Dr. Brown Bear.
You're welcome. Goodbye.
George has been in bed all day. Now it is Peppa's bedtime.
George, are you better? Achoo.
George is not better.
Achoo. George, please don't sneeze so loudly. This is impossible.
George, here's some nice warm milk to help you sleep.
The warm milk makes George feel very, very sleepy.
Good night, my little piggies.
It's so nice and quiet.
It is morning. George has slept very well. George is better.
Come on, everyone. It's a lovely sunny day.
George is wearing his rain hat. He doesn't want to catch another cold.
Oh, George, you don't need to wear your hat.
Why?
Because it's hot and sunny.
Why? George, can you stop saying why all the time? Why?
George certainly is better.